The role of beam engines in forming the America we know today. Steam power was first brought to America in 1755 in the form of the beam engine. For much of the 1800s, it powered the nation's progress. It enabled navigation of the country's inland waterways, bolstered industry, facilitated mining, and supplied cities with water. In a recent paper, Professor Damian Nance from Ohio University tracks the importation and rapid development of the beam engine in America. He describes how the technology first brought the country together, leaving an indelible mark on the USA's history. The beam engine is a type of steam engine where a pivoted overhead beam applies power from a vertical cylinder to a pump or rotative motion. Invented in Britain in 1712, its use lagged behind in America, where the first beam engine was used in 1755 and steam power didn't begin to take hold until the early 1800s. Nance explains that the turning point came with Robert Fulton's steamboat, the Clermont, in 1807. This marked the beginning of the steam age in America and the widespread adoption of beam engines in river navigation. From the 1850s to the 1870s, large Cornish engines, a type of beam engine widely used in Britain, were built in America for mine pumping and major city waterworks. Over the following decades, American-built beam engines found increasing use as the Midwest and South expanded. Soon, demand spread from the Ohio and Mississippi River basins to the cities, mines, and waterways of the American West. In the mines of the American West in the late 1800s, large beam pumping engines were used, which were often referred to as Cornish engines. However, these were typically American designs adapted to local conditions rather than true replicas of those in Britain. Unlike in Britain, the heyday of the Cornish engine in America was short-lived. By the 1860s, American engineers were divided between advocates of Cornish engines and those favouring more compact designs. The last Cornish engine to be installed was built in 1876. The legacy of the beam engine, however, was far longer, although their usage decreased as factories grew in size and power demands increased. By the mid-1800s, horizontal steam engines began to supersede beam engines due to their higher speed and compact size. Towards the end of the 1800s, other types of steam engines were developed. The increasing availability of electric power also contributed to the technology's decline. By 1900, beam engines had largely disappeared from the American industrial landscape, with only a handful surviving to the present day. Nevertheless, Nance's work shows that the beam engine played an indispensable role in powering America's transformation into an industrial powerhouse. Its legacy in America spans 166 years from 1755 to 1921 and lives on as a testament to the entrepreneurial spirit of the nation's early engineers and industrialists.